for my niggas. My niggas is gone.
Real shit, only fuck with them niggas I'm still with. I still with. If I'm in a fix, they bout some trill shit. For my rounds, I'll peel shit. Devise plans to get a meal ticket. With that attitude like we'll get it. Still busy, still with it. Looking over haters like they lil midgets. Nausea hopping around the night, camouflage like lil crickets. I got a problem with me having just a lil digits. From the city where niggas lie, kill, and steal for riches. And I done been around and even met some trill bitches. Broads harder than these niggas real snitches. I never tell on the soul, that's cold, a real sickness. Love run deep, I won't speak with God as my witness. I never mix with fake niggas because it's bad for business. And when I eat off my plate, I eat off clean dishes. That's why I'm testing my fate, about to get on my mission. It's real over here, daddy, so won't you take a listen. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, you heard me?
Big ups to the fam. Shouts out to the team. Welcome to the Rounds Podcast. I'm your boy Benjamin Ness. If it's your first time rocking with us, please like, share, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with us, y'all know what it is. It's full rounds. It's mainstream news. It's pop culture. It's a little bit of family business. As always, rocking with my rounds. Cuzzo Rent, a.k.a. Just Us. Hatchback of the ENT and Caveman 55. What's good, fellas?
What's happening with it?
Happy Monday to you.
Yes,
It's good to see y'all again. You heard me? Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel about it. You did.
That's a different spin, Hat.
That's right.
I ain't used to hearing a happy Monday, bro.
Yeah, man.
You hear me? Shit.
Man.
I'm feeling like, hold on, I need to change this color. It's like I'm not feeling it.
Nah,
what's just us? What's the cause of that? What's the meaning behind the just us today, Brent?
It's kind of like a play on words. Ain't no justice, it's just us. You heard me?
Ooh, I got you. I didn't know you was coming that way today.
You feel me?
I'm with you.
I know that's right, man. Hey, fellas, let's do it, bro. Top fours. We doing top four wild animals. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Caveman, type of shit you was fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get them.
You up first, cuz. No, Caveman, you up first. My bad.
Yeah, you know it's only appropriate. Caveman, we out here. You did. I'm gonna go with the rhinoceros. It's gonna be my number one. Strongest animal, and you can just look at that motherfucker. He's no fat on him, just strong, powerful. Then I'm gonna go with that the polar bear because of the white fur. You did. You want to kind of know the polar bear look fly.
It's yellow. It's yellow.
It's white. It's white. The polar bear.
It's yellow.
Number 3, I got the cheetah. You know, when you got to get out of there, you got to get out of there. And then I like the crocodile because when you get a hold of a motherfucker, ain't no letting go. You hear me? That's my top 4.
Okay. I got something for y'all. Y'all know I like to switch it up. So the first one I'm gonna do, and it ain't no particular order, but I'm gonna go with the Orca, the killer whale. You know what I'm saying? I like the look of them, the black and white. You hear me? And they pretty smart, you know. And I got some more shit on it, but I ain't gonna get into all that. I got the golden eagle. We always hear about the bald eagle, but the golden eagle, them motherfuckers can fly. Well, when they go in that, they pray this like 200 miles per hour. You feel me? Wingspan could be up to 8 feet. So it's a big bird. You heard me? I can relate. The next one I have is the African bush elephant. You know what I'm saying? Largest brain of a land animal. And them motherfuckers fast. Even though they could weigh up to 13,000 pounds or whatever, they could run up to 25 miles per hour.
All right, not player.
Yeah, get your ass. And last but not least, in memory of the late great Kobe, the black mamba, you know what I'm saying? a snake that could move 12 miles per hour, and if that motherfucker catches you, it's gonna kill you.
All right, I got you.
You got it, Hat.
All right, shit. Well, I'm gonna keep it Louisiana. I'm gonna go with the Louisiana black bear, right? Even though it's not as big as the grizzly bear, it's very aggressive. So don't try to pet it or no shit like that. You will end up on a fucking
You like the little bear.
the missing list. No, I like the Louisiana bear. Number 2, the brown pelican, right? The state bird. I'm keeping it 100% today. You dig? We got the Bayou American alligator or the Louisiana swamp alligator. You know, one of the largest and most aggressive. That's just, that's how we do down there. And last but not least, I'm going with the often mistaken for a rat, the nutria.
Hey, it's hard to mistake them bitches. Woo.
That's some big mouth. You ever seen a nutria?
Man, come on, bro. From uptown by the river. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna tell no story, but yeah, them bitches big, dog.
I'll never forget them.
Acadiana Parish say they some good eating. I never tried it myself.
I'm good on that.
Yeah.
All right,
but they really clean animals. They eat, roots and stuff like that. They don't be foraging.
Let's say dogs the cleanest mouth. Man, I ain't listening to nothing about no wild animal clean.
No, I ain't saying the cleanest mouth, man. I say
I'm just talking about ain't nothing clean about no wild animal. They can't wash. That's a wrap.
I'm talking about clean as far as their diet. I digress. Go ahead, Goody.
Yeah, man. Let me drop these for. I'm rolling with the wolf first. You feel me? Pack animal. About 10 kills per year of humans. You know what I'm saying? Normally scared of humans, but about 10 kills a year. We're gonna roll with the wolf. The tapeworm. 700 kills per year. You feel me? Dang. Tapeworm. Y'all already know.
Busting that ass up.
Come on. We gonna go with the assassin bug. You feel me? Now this motherfucker, it hits you with something that, like get in your bloodstream, whoop-de-whoop, it kill you, right? But when it do it to other bugs, it hit them, it suck all the insides out, and then it put the shell on the remains, right, and put it on for armor and walk around with the shit. And last we gonna go with the tsetse fly. Once again,
the tsetse fly.
It'll raise into your skin, hit you with something, and
trypanosoma.
You out of there, baby. You get sleepy like you get tired till you die.
Wait.
That's in South Africa. They bugs in your skin.
This is wild animals.
Look, 10,000 kills per year.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
that sounds wild to me, baby.
I
got y'all because I went. If y'all ain't noticed, I went land, sea, and air. You heard me?
Yeah. Look, you had 2 bugs, and I was like, man, I'm gonna do the brown recluse because you know about the brown recluse. They don't play no fucking game.
Wild animals.
What you talking about? Wild animals? Yeah, all that's wild.
The insects.
Look, some of them insects got more kills a year than yours.
I'm trying to tell you now, like, boy, yeah, we ain't paying that boy no mind, man.
That's fair, fellas. I won.
Hey, man, life ain't fair, But before we get to the first round, man, we got, do our shots out in the chat. You heard me?
Yeah, who we got there, man?
Oh, look like we got Chance in there. Did it, Bob?
G-Man.
Dejion Streams. Yeah, G-Man, I see your boy. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? You hear me?
Appreciate y'all
the love and the support. You heard me?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Let's eat, fellas. All right, man. Before the pandemic, bro, I didn't really trip off it too much. It was kind of convenient, I thought. Ultimately, I figured it would affect jobs down the line, but convenient still. Post-pandemic, shit is a pain in the ass. There's not enough people to man the registers, and then they don't have nothing but these fucking self-checkouts with like 2 or 3 bag racks. So the convenience has kind of waned, because if I'm making big groceries, I can't really slide through that motherfucker and make no groceries because they don't have enough bag racks. And then at the same time, they don't have enough people. I was in HEB today. They had a lady with 2 baskets. They had a line backed up because they only had one person to check out and nothing but self-check lines. Because I know it's a pet peeve of yours, the whole experience. So give me your thoughts on it, because at this point I'm wondering where all the workers or something, because this shit not working.
Man, I motherfucking hate self-checkout, dog. And one of the main reasons is because I don't work here. I gotta bag my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even to mention is taking jobs from the workers and stuff like that. But I just feel like I gotta touch the shit too many times. I gotta get it off the shelf. I gotta ring it up. I gotta put it in a bag. I gotta put it in the car. I gotta take it out the car and put it on. Then I gotta bring it in and put it when I'm gonna put it at in the crib. It's like way too much. And the thing that really pissed me off about this, you know, I go to Walmart a lot for the convenience and shit like that. But I look up and find out the dude from Walmart, he done cut all these jobs, and this motherfucker done bought a football team. You know what I'm saying? You need to get some of them linebackers or something in that bitch to bag some of these goddamn groceries. That's my take on it. I'm not a fan of it at all. Like you said, it was convenient at a time, but man, they got 30 lanes, only 2 of them open, the self-checkout, and the line is long than a motherfucker.
Dog, I'm gonna be honest. Back in the day, I remember the grocery store used to be packed, but now every time I go to the grocery store, besides the lack of jobs for people, I love it. I'm in and out. I'm always the register self-checkout line is always open, morning, noon, and night. I love it. Like I said, besides people can't get a job because of it, I'm with it.
There's no more jobs to do. Automation has taken 70% of the jobs in retail. That's just part of it, you know. I warned about this years ago. I remember, you know, seeing you guys remember the Sears stores?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You used to get them catalogs every month, and you know, all of that shit. You go Sears sold everything.
Yeah, boy, look, sometimes I think you used to get school clothes from that motherfucker.
Oh shit, I was in there every goddamn July.
Yeah, when you say that, I had to think that catalog, yeah.
Yeah, them hard at with the not South Pole. It could have been South Pole, whatever. Terrible ass fucking jeans we was wearing. But anyway, you seen through the years how they came in and fell off, and Kmart came, same shit, and they kind of fell off. And Walmart, once they got their automation rolling, that's salaries that they saving. I mean, it's not no lack of customers. They still getting the same amount of customers. They just don't have to pay as many employees.
Y'all grocery stores be packed like it used to be when we was young? Because it
but not really, because a lot of people order shit and have shit dropped and delivered off.
I knew I was saying something right. Thank you for that, Hatch.
It just depends on your area, because like where I'm at, they got people getting whatever it is, the curbside pickup and all of this shit.
Yeah,
but man, look, you go in the store,
it still be packed. You still gotta wait.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta wait because they don't have enough lanes.
And
if you got big groceries, you can go through the automatic.
I like ordering online, having the shit delivered. My only pet peeve with that is if they don't have the item that you ordered, they gonna get you just something, whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying?
And like with the produce, they don't pick the best shit like you gonna pick it. You grab them, whether that bitch bust at the bottom, you know what I'm saying?
Look, they just getting strawberries.
Man, come on, man.
Look, I just got a watermelon with a damn slit in it, man. I was mad than a motherfucker.
Right. I mean, that's why I say, as long as possible, I would like to be able to go to the grocery, because the next step is ain't no more grocery for the consumer to walk in. Everybody will have to be have to order it and get it dropped off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I like to put my hand on certain stuff too, bro.
Cause look, but
especially
I'm saying
plums.
putting your hand on it is great, but I'm saying what happens when when they stop delivering.
Hunting.
Oh, you talking about to the grocery store? Period.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm saying they slowly bringing you to a certain point, right? They less people in the stores. Then they,
Less
COVID
shit
was
on the
kind of really,
shelves.
COVID was kind of really a dress rehearsal. They seen how people took all of that. You know what I'm saying? If we could get away with everybody being home and we still essential and still can make this bread without the employees, oh yeah, we don't need these bitches. Nobody coming back.
And better get your green thumb ready. Yeah, man.
Okay, man. Say you got that green thumb.
They're gonna be dropping shit off to you with a drone in a few. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm.
When you
That's what
think
I'm
about
saying.
it, one of my first jobs, I worked at Savor Center in Metairie. You know what I'm saying? I used to do stock, but if the store get packed, they'll call us up front to do the bagging and shit. So they done took the cashier job and the bagger job. So they done got 2 for 1.
And still selling that
We have to
product.
grow our own,
And they ain't rolling back prices no more.
Fuck no, ain't rolling back no price.
Saving on the money you're paying the worker. Shouldn't I see some of that savings? If I gotta bag my own shit, I should get a discount.
Right. That's like a part-time job.
Real.
Once you got your food line card, every time you go, you scan it.
I don't know what that is.
No, y'all don't got that. My bad. You did.
I don't have that.
That's your discount though.
Oh, you mean like I know
like
what you're talking about.
Got,
you put on your keychain
and that's your discount.
Man, that shit be knocking it down to regular price. That should be inflated.
I'm the only one.
If you fuck with us, we give you the regular price.
So I'm the only one satisfied with how it's rocking right now.
It takes something off your gas a little bit.
I'm the only one satisfied going in and out. Bam, quick, no line nut.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, because I think they need to balance it out a little more, man. Shit, at least get 3-4 lanes open, bro. I ain't tripping off you having automated shit, but we need some people in.
Look,
I like human interaction, man. I don't like, I know a lot of stuff for convenience, but like I said, man, the line at the self-checkout be long, wrapped around the block damn near.
No. Ain't happening, fellas. They getting smaller and smaller. It gonna be exactly what Ren say. Drop off in the drone. And if you ain't got the proper currency, I hope you have a green thumb.
Well, hey, bro, let's move it on. Then we got a guest today. You know what I'm saying? We had a little technical difficulty last week, but yeah, this week we got it straight. So we gonna move on and we gonna slide her in there.
Oh, we got a lady coming.
All right, y'all. We back. Rounds Podcast. Rent Hatchback. Caveman been good. And we have Miss Painkiller in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? What's up?
What's happening with
us?
Comedian, boxer, entrepreneur. Yeah, what's going on with you?
That's for Hatch.
And y'all, please make sure like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Why people have a one for Hatch? What's happening with that one? Why I got people's titties in a twist? What's up with that?
Oh, talk to him, baby.
Come on, panties in a bunch. What's happening with it?
Titties in a twist, boy. I ain't never heard that one before.
That's a new one.
How y'all doing though?
It's all good. How you doing?
It's good to finally have you on and we could hear you and see you and everything,
Yeah. I'm sorry about last time. I was listening to Caveman and got a little tipsy, couldn't get the computer to work right. So
it was number 2 drinks.
Well, you supposed to be a whole counselor out here, bro. You
right.
Hurt yourself for real.
But see, that's where you messed up at. The first thing you said is where you messed up at. You said you was listening to Caveman.
Yeah.
That's the recipe for disaster right there.
He's supposed to be my therapist.
You didn't make your appointment.
What insurance plan that's on? That's on welfare benefits?
No. Absolutely.
You don't need no damn insurance plan. Cash out.
Boy, look, if that's the result we getting, you don't need to get paid. Shit.
You get what you pay for.
Cash out.
I tell you shouldn't even be getting no bread.
I don't charge the people like they do. I look out for my people.
And on here,
you buy one, get one free.
Oh man, look.
Go in on it.
What you got for us, cuz?
Hey man, Hobosexual, bro. It's a term I wasn't familiar with. Recently came across it, and I thought it was funny because once I understood what it was, I immediately started seeing some people that I knew pop into my head. And the definition,
boy, that's judgmental like a motherfucker.
no, look. And the definition reads: person who jumps into relationships to have a place to live. Another relationship says someone who enters or fakes a relationship to avoid being homeless. And again,
Is that with or without? Is that with or without the jail sentence?
Hey man,
does it include giving home from the halfway house?
It could be considered a bid to some. I'm not.
No, I'm saying coming off the bid.
No, look, yeah, I'm not taking this as if this is somebody getting out of jail. Because when I read it, I didn't think none of my homies that got out. I thought of my homies who kind of what we would call pillar to post.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is because getting out of jail, that's just Joseph. That's just.
Nah, we talking about niggas who ain't never even been locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't necessarily have their own place, so they seem to be with. Yeah, so they with this woman and that woman. And you know, they got a lot of wifeys because ultimately they need that roof over their head. Can y'all relate to this? Do y'all know people like that?
Yeah, everybody out there.
Listen, before COVID, I say about 5 years ago, maybe 10, I would say homosexuals would probably be females. But nowadays, like, I see more dudes really just kind of latching on, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, it's lack of pride, lack of fucking skills,
lack of money.
I mean, of
course,
wait, go back, Cash. See, this is the reason why, bruh, me and you have a problem. You always on the female shit. Let's go back. How did you get that? It was a female thing first? Well, let's
do this. Let's do some history.
In
order, marriage and betrothal and all of those things were ways of those were ways for fathers who have daughters to get them motherfuckers out the house without having to pay for them because they couldn't provide an income for themselves. Because they didn't have, jobs
that made them a bride.
Listen, come on. You want me to break it down? I'm gonna break it down to you.
Break it down. This nigga here.
I'm from a city.
Like giving your daughter away for marriage.
No, I'm just saying they did that so they would so they would have somebody to take care of them and provide them with an income.
That's what you do to your daughter. Get them ready for a man to take care of them.
All girls grow up wanting.
It's about the man.
I'm not saying all girls. I'm saying it would usually. It's a role reversal because women are making more money now. Women are doing more things now than they were doing in the past. And in the past, a lot of women would have to leave their daddy's house and go and find a man with a good job or a good whatever who will sponsor them, whether they wanted to be there or not, to be able to do.
This nigga says, you just making up shit. Rent jumping.
I'm telling you the fucking call it what you want. It's a sponsorship.
You just said
wait. So
but that's normal though, Hatch. That's normal though, Hatch.
That's what I'm trying to tell. What I'm trying to say. She act like act like you don't know. You don't know.
Before Ren jump in, yeah, I'm about to say before Ren jump in, just tell us your take on it then, because it seemed like he offended you with the woman shit, but the overall premise, you get it.
Always on it, like everything.
I'm talking about not what you worry about. What I'm always on. What I'm saying now
is on. Let me finish, my brother.
Okay.
Let me finish. Calm down, tater tot eating ass nigga. Calm down. Right. Number one, what I'm saying is this. What you getting together about the homosexual, if you listen to the whole definition of what this man was saying, he's talking about people jumping from pillar to post. How is it that a man who is betrolling his daughter to a man is her jumping the pillar to post? That ain't got nothing to do with what he said. It's been good.
You failed.
He's saying people are people in general who just jump in and out of shit because they don't have a place to live.
You heard what I said? You are selectively listening to what you want to say. I said traditionally, it has been the woman in a position. And nowadays, since women are doing better for themselves, you see a lot of men in a position. I don't see what the problem is.
Been doing that shit.
All right, cuz, what you got?
So personally, I do know a couple of people who would fit the description. I'm gonna leave the names out of it to protect the guilty. But
fix your face. Fix your face. Fix your face.
At the same time, like I do think it's a lot of dudes who rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it be to save bread or have a quick come up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Meet a female who for whatever reason she is accepting of that. You know what I'm saying? And they take advantage of the situation. Now it's
cold
different,
out here, man.
Not right now. It's 107 degrees. It's hot as hell. You know what I'm saying? But
not at night.
Yeah, like and one of my partners, like I said, you know, I'll go back to the city. Like, what's that, dog, about to pull up on you? Whoa! I ain't where you was. I ain't where I was last time you came out here 3 months ago. I'm living somewhere else, and the next time you living somewhere else. So it's like my question be like, damn, how you find these many motherfuckers to live with?
Right.
Like, honestly, when I think about it, it's kind of like a skill because you gotta have some strong game to pull that off, and then when you get kicked out, you got somewhere else to go.
You ain't gotta have no strong game.
It's like a shark in the water. They could right there. They could point them out easy. I grew up with a lot of people who was like that. I had a couple of older cousins.
Like I said,
so I learned this skill, and I never had to use it though.
They done fucked up and let these women get in these goddamn trucks and then turn these niggas into lizards and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
because the roles have reversed, nigga. Because the roles.
That's what I'm. Okay. So look, let's clap. Let's clap because that's what I said in the beginning.
You look, that's what I'm talking about. That ignorant shit right there. A woman wouldn't have to say certain shit or do certain shit if niggas would stand up and be a man. These niggas is pussies now. That's
wait. Has told you that the women is getting more than what they used to have.
We have to.
But therefore you turn men into homosexuals.
Wait. You say the men too sensitive now. Y'all have to do everything. That's what you were saying?
I said majority, and I'm not gonna put everybody in the box because you got some real good niggas, but I'm talking like these hatch ass niggas. You got niggas who really is the roles are reversed. These niggas is straight pussy. You understand what I'm saying? They act like they have menopause. So when you dealing in relationships now where a man go home and ask his wife, what we eating today? Nigga, aren't you the man? Aren't you the man? Like it's at a point.
So question. So should he come inside and then tell you what he wants to eat instead of asking?
It was a time where a woman would say, baby, what you want for dinner? Nowadays, it don't go like that. Nigga be bad. I'm hungry. You hungry? What we gonna eat?
Well, maybe that's because y'all not handling y'all business.
I don't know. That's foreign to me.
Well, but I'm saying maybe he asking because you haven't provided it, so he have to ask.
I cook, nigga.
Not you, but said woman.
Ain't that women having to work more? Ain't that they got more positions and working more than they used to? Ain't that's why?
We work and clean. I'm not saying, and I'm not.
What I don't get is,
I'm not gonna put that on every woman because let me tell you something. A lot of females get mad with me too because I speak the truth. Number one, females love to lie. They lie. They
lie now.
Nigga, shut up. They lie. They love for you to lie to them, and they want that just so they can have that stability that they think they having. So that's why niggas are able to jump from house to house, to woman to woman, and do what they doing. That's the point. That's the whole thing. And niggas are sensitive. All y'all niggas on the panel is sensitive.
I think.
Wait. Look, I want
to. Except you, Ren.
You look real sensitive right now.
Except for Ren.
He said because of women advancing themselves, it done kind of took away from the men or whatever. But why does that even affect you? If you handling your business and this and that, when a woman come up, it should be like we done came up. Like if you on your shit, then a woman having a job and having bread and having her own place, that shouldn't turn you into a homosexual. That should turn y'all into a power couple.
You
you're
absolutely
homosexual
right.
because you are
Look at
not
this nigga.
you are
This
not
nigga
a.
so disrespectful.
So you just want to talk. All right. Well, I'm gonna just let
He
you
was
talk.
talking to me. He was asking me a question, Hatch.
He talking to all
Calm
us.
Calm down, Hatch. Calm down.
Homosexual
I
is
think
really
me
because
and you
the
need to
man
hash
not
out whatever
employed.
we got going on or whatever, and just let it be that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something else.
It's
Got a little
I got
tension
to
up under there.
it,
It got to be. And it's,
See, this is what they want us to do, right? This is what they want us to do.
See, I watch y'all episodes all the time. I love y'all show. Y'all games.
We appreciate the support.
Absolutely. And I tell people about y'all all the time. But I always warn them about Hash, because see, Hash be saying stuff that I don't like as a female. Like one time
and there you go. Bingo, bingo.
That's it.
Okay, now can I say this though? Let me ask a question to you.
Yeah.
Why do you take it personal as a person if someone mentions something about a female, not even someone you know, somebody
Nigga, I got a vagina.
Okay.
I'm a woman.
Just like you talking about homosexuals and people and this and that and all of this, that ain't got shit to do with me. And I don't feel no certain type of way when people talk about men or black men or this or that. That's their perspective as far as what they see in their life. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't feel no type of way about it. But I see a lot of females can't do that. Like it's all for one and one for all. Until
I like that. Say that again.
It's all for one and one for all until she wants your nigga. And
that's not true. That's not true. Because I'm very real with females. I'm not no man bashing. Well, I'm not no man bashing woman, but I tell a woman how I feel. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I feel that majority of the women, they lie to themselves because they want men to lie to them. Because the majority of the time, men tell you who they are. They say, I'm guilty of that.
Well, let me take one crack at it real quick.
Go ahead,
talking
Cleve,
about
I got
the
something.
homosexuals. We were just speaking on how the women got more jobs, so that's taken away from the men. So that's turning things around. So I ain't gonna say and look at it as a negative. They talk about a relationship as a business deal. You got to pay this portion, you got to pay that portion. So you get together, he fixing the toilet, he changing the tires, he doing, you feel me? So everybody win-win.
Hey, bro,
but
we
it's
got
a
a
difference
couple
between cohabitating and coming together, and you don't have nowhere to stay. So you looking, like he said, from pillar to post. You only with this female for the shelter that she provides.
Right.
Yeah, at the end of the day, a homosexual is, like you're saying, is basically a leech. It ain't no power couple. That this is somebody who's doing bad, therefore he has a need, you know what I'm saying? And you're fulfilling the need by giving him a roof, and he's going to be your man because ultimately he needs that roof. He may not necessarily like you like that or whatever, but he gonna make it work. Now, we got to move on a little bit. We got some people in the comments too. And I got a question for y'all. All right, check this out. Got to get into the comments, but I got a question for y'all. With all of this power dynamic and struggle, the difference, all right, men used to be on top for a while. Now women are doing better, so forth and so on. Do y'all think that this is festering this atmosphere of competitiveness amongst the man and the woman, especially in our community? Because it seemed like to a certain degree, men and women is at odds, but it's some competition shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the women is meeting us damn near neck and neck with pay.
But I'm asking because but like she's saying, well, like originally she said men sensitive, right? Because men also sensitive, is that also making this competitive atmosphere? You see what I'm saying?
Is it?
I don't like it.
Okay, what's sensitive? Oh, okay, because
sensitive relative, but
no, I'm saying, what are we talking about?
I got examples for you.
Sensitivity, or is it inflammation?
Let's hit an example.
This nigga needs words.
All right, well, I would say this: as black men, do y'all not feel that black men have been marginalized? That would be disempowered, disenfranchised,
inflammation. That's what I'm talking about.
Stigmatized, etc., etc.
So
because of all of that, do you feel like it kind of that helped breed this competitive shit? You already don't feel like shit. She doing well. It's odds there, and I might be kind of making it a lot more cut and dry, but yeah.
Can I start and then I'm gonna let y'all have it? Can I start so I can explain what I'm saying?
Yeah, ladies first.
All right. Thank you, Ren. Thank you, sir. This is the thing. I feel that not just men are sensitive. I think that men are more emotional. They say women are emotional. Again, women are not gonna like what I'm saying, but I'm gonna tell it to y'all real. Women are natural born liars. We lie to ourselves and we want men to lie to us. Now, you do have some women who are real women. And when I say that, that means they're going to take the pain. They're going to take it like, okay, whatever the truth is, tell it to me, and I'm going to take this pain. And a lot of times men will say, well, I'll tell you the truth. I told you the truth from the beginning, but you just didn't want to hear it. So a lot of times why women are going through the struggles and the things that we're going through is because when these men are coming to us and telling us off the bat who they are, what they want, and from the onset, we think we can change them. We think we can change them. We think we can mold them. You understand? Except the fact that if a man is going to tell you, hey, like I like plenty women, remember that. Remember that. Don't think you're going to change them when you get to the altar and you got a ring on. So at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff that's happening with men is because there's so many women and they're all trying to get in where they fit in with these men. And now they're not being real. They're not being real. So now they're putting in their head, and that goes to this part. And I don't have a problem with them. They be whoever they want to be. But you got so many women now, they're putting so much into the role of downgrading the man till they want to be men. You understand? Till they want to be men. So that's why now you got so much with the women being with women. And if that's what they want, that's fine. But I'm just saying that the respect for a man has gone. You understand? Now people tell you, oh, she hardcore.
Why is that?
I'm saying it. They'll say she hardcore or she rough and she tough. I get that all the time, but I'm very submissive. I know that a man is a man. You let a man be a man. Now, I'm not going to take the disrespect from a man, but at the same time, I'm still not going to put myself in a situation like I think I could run toe-to-toe with a man. And that's the problem with a lot of women, that we feel like, oh, this is my baby. This is my this. And no, you ain't create that child by yourself. Just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always that tug of war. So because women are getting into the roles of thinking they are the man, that's why when they get these jobs that should benefit you both as a couple, now is, oh, my money is longer than yours. It's not, it's no meeting in the middle. You understand?
Gotcha.
You said a mouthful there, and man, I agree with a lot you said. What I would say is this: as far as the whole competition thing, I've never ever viewed a woman as my competition. You know what I'm saying? I see it online a lot, like men making negative general statements about women, women making negative general statements about men. If like a hypothetical situation, if I'm in a situation with a female and she bringing more to the table, I don't look at that as competition. I look at that as motivation. I got to step my game up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something else you said I want to respond to. You said men are becoming more emotional. So to me, I don't really know what that means, because I tend to wear my emotion on my sleeves. I don't like keeping shit bottled up, because that's when a motherfucker explode. If I'm feeling a type of way, I'm gonna speak on it. We're gonna have a dialogue about it. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what I said, Ren. Men basically tell you who they are from the beginning. Men are told, they are trained after they get with a woman to lie, because that's what that woman wants. If, say for instance, now I tease Hatch about this, he's reeling how he feel, or what he say, like, okay, if say you want a particular woman, you have a preference. It's not that you saying, oh, I don't like a big girl, but if this woman has a problem with how she looks, then change it. Then change it. You know what I'm saying? Don't say I'm this way because this is what my man want me to be. Change it because that's what you want. But at the same time, if your man is telling you, look, it's kind of rough with me trying to get all up under all of that, Why should he have to struggle with you when you should be like, okay, well, let me kind of do a little sit-ups and make it a little easier for my man? Like everything always has to be, well, it's me. It's all about me. Just like when y'all was talking about the abortion, not to throw off the subject, but I was the whole time I'm thinking while y'all was talking, what about what the man think? It ain't like he didn't carry the seed around before she was even impregnated. He had
Well,
to
I think like Clinton Kyle was saying, most of the time heterosexual couples, they're acting like competitors instead of a team.
That's because they're not heterosexual couples. Okay.
Why you say that?
We gotta get things like really talk about how we get to this fucking point. We can't just say comments in a vacuum and let it stick for it to be true. There's some facts that have been stated, but how did we get to this point? Our grandfathers didn't have the same issues that we are having, right? You can see the degradation and a decline of the black male image in America over the last 20 to 30 years, how we fucking did this. All of this shit has been by design, and they have used our women against us.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to, the children. If they're not in a marriage or a union, the woman is automatically warden of the child. So now you against the state, and you got the people in your business, and it's just a bunch of different problems that they're creating. If the woman wants any assistance, whether she needed it or not, that guy cannot be a part of that family. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell me what to do because you're not providing for me type attitude. Now you couple that with industry changing and things like that, and how women are now able to work in multiple industries that they have never worked in before, right? You go on a construction job, 50% of the construction workers are females.
But Hedge, I don't give a damn how many bricks they told. I don't care how many ladders they. No, I agree with you. That still don't make them a man.
No,
what I'm saying is
but all that just breed the environment that we in. You know what I'm saying? And they got us more at odds than together.
But it's an identity thing. That's what I'm trying to. He said, let's get to the root. The root of it is it's an identity thing. Don't go too fast. You talked about how men was back in the day.
Hold on, let me finish. I'm saying how we get to this point. Okay, so now, number one, I'm not making no excuse for anybody that cannot stand on their own 2 fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? That's a man, a woman, because I mean we all in this shit, you know what I'm saying, together at the same time, but we all running our own fucking race here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mr. Clinton, I'm gonna punch you in your back when I see you. Go ahead, finish.
A lot of modern women, right? And
she just said it turning into men. Look, she ready to beat somebody up.
I won't say all of
them. That's the boxer coming out.
Go ahead.
But I would say that society, I won't say the women, I would say that society in the narrative that's being written right now is giving women the ability in the past to have fucked up behavior, be very disrespectful, very petty towards us without no repercussions. We are not, like you say, we supposed to still tell that lie. But I grew up with 6 sisters. I ain't lying to you about shit. I don't have it ain't that I'm hard on women. I don't have any reason to lie to them. If the shit ugly, it's ugly. If you fucking up, you fucking up. If your ass is fat, your ass is fat.
And then
I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just saying lying to people never helps.
Let me ask this question. Saying what you saying, why does that come off to women as female hate? And one more question. Do we have this conversation too much? And is that why they consider when we speak on what you was just articulating as they hate women by just stating the facts? Because you know we're going to get that.
Well,
sometimes they must hate women.
Well, sometimes when you say things that's kind of inflammatory, you get that. But others, it's just the simple fact that a lot of women don't like being told if they are in the wrong. They don't know how to handle that. They don't know how to deal with that.
Because again, nigga, I just told They like to be lied to. That don't mean you have to.
No,
Just
I'm
like
not.
women don't have to accept it.
Right.
You have majority of the women are. It's so little of men left. Men. I'm talking about not wearing the tight pants. None. I'm talking about real men. It's so little of you guys left that it's a battle. So women are doing whatever it takes to be me, 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 me. You know, and then some is just giving up and saying, man, look, I wear the pants in my house. I'm raising my kids. I got the job. They're out there, they're getting it. Not realizing that that still won't make you a man. It still won't make you a man. And I'm not putting no emphasis on man like it's such a higher level than a woman. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's an identity problem. It's an identity problem. That's where it's really starting from. That's where it's stemming from. Back
Society
in the day,
pushing everything that way. The way they're giving opportunities and benefits is just pushing the agenda that way.
We can only talk about that part. We can only talk about that part so much, though.
So it ain't nobody's fault. It's just how it is.
What I'm saying is, you are right. We have to, as a society, define what this time means for a man and a woman in a role in the house. We can't go about what our grandparents went on because shit ain't the same.
Time. It's a different
no, because you remember a time.
So the woman can wear the pants now, is what you saying.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Okay.
you have to establish how your family is going to be set up and what who's going to do what to provide for everybody. How everything is going to be 100%.
To a man.
Yeah, how you cut up the pie. It's on you. I can't say what should happen in your house.
Right.
So me personally, I'm a big believer of like when you come together, it's kind of like a team. Teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of like, I just feel like everything getting blurred now and people buying into it. Now I do feel like women have been marginalized and told they can't do a lot of things that they actually can do and could do quite well. But your ability to do that doesn't change your role within the household. You see what I'm saying? So, and another thing, I think she said earlier, like men not being respected or whatever. I feel like you have to earn respect. It's not just given. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you carry yourself in a certain way, you're not gonna be disrespected in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like everybody need to kind of take a step back because women ain't our competition. Like you said, there's a lot of programming and societal shit, and it's changing. But we gotta stand up and be men and hold fast in what we know that to be, especially in our homes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I said, to me, regardless of what role you're performing out in the world, regardless of how much you bring in home, we still have a defined roles within the household. And regardless of what's on TV or on the radio or on the internet,
that's what I was just about to
we
say.
gotta
change the narrative.
Hold fast
You
to that.
can't let TV run your house. You can't let the radio run your house. The individuals in the home actually have to do the work and work together to run the house. You have to communicate with your partner, and it is your partner, whether it's your wife or it's your husband. That's your partner. And if y'all competing, y'all should be playing board games. You know what I'm saying? But like in the real scope of things, it shouldn't really be that type of competition between us two. We love each other. We should push each other so we can do well as a unit. That's really what it's about. We got to get the round four. We gonna continue this because Sugar Cookie just jumped in. I figured she got something to say.
Wow,
and we can get on out the door. We still here, man. It's the Rounds Podcast. Been good. Ren Hatchback. We got Painkiller. Miss Ronique, Caveman 55, and look like old Jetta that snuck in the back door. Was really good.
Hey, fellas.
What's going on?
Sugar Cookie.
Miss Jetta, what's happening with it?
Oh, ain't nothing. You know I had to get up on here when I was hearing you talking about women.
Oh, man. Well, look, real quick.
What?
I don't think women are a competition for men, to be honest. In this day and age, a woman is the biggest tool that a man can have. Like, to be honest, you can slingshot yourself 30 years into the future. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the right women. Everybody mad at Nick Cannon for having kids with this woman. But guess what? He's choosing these women based on what they got their intellect and what he wants to put. You know what I'm saying? He's putting his seed in good ground. Yeah, I mean, that's what he's doing, dude. He ain't saying nothing bad about it.
You can't really knock him for that.
That's what he wants.
Because we could
I don't
argue,
think
is
he
it better to?
because they damn got master's degrees.
Nah, but well, shit.
Yeah, you know
they can reproduce.
You need to think a little bit more about this.
Yeah, because it's better than just meeting some random and then now y'all having a baby, which oftentimes happen, and you got to see how the compatibility really work. If you could plan it. That's the difference between us to me as a people too. We don't necessarily plan pregnancy. We deal with it as it comes. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with planning your shit out and executing the plan.
I think y'all
agree.
That's
y'all
what has
think
to be
that's
done
okay for him not to be able to.
That's what's supposed to be done. Had you fucking right?
Well, not really, because like I said, back in the day, you had 16, 17 kids. You know what I'm saying? My uncles, like there was a lot. It was a big family because everybody had a part in a role to play.
In the same house.
No, they just was having sex.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you,
but
nigga having that many turns, that was some recklessness a little bit. Too. We just love Paw now.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? When you got 16 kids and they nigga got to wear dresses and ain't enough to go around.
Let Jetta was something to Hatch. I want to hear what she got to say to Hatch.
Oh, messy ass.
Be fruitful and multiply, but don't be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. The reason why I jump on here is because when you went back in the days, right? Went back into the Bible and people say, you know, they thought I was a pimp or whatever. It stems from the Bible. When he said be fruitful and multiply, he did say be fruitful and multiply. But at the same time, back in those days, as we have learned, the male has always taken care of his family. So if a father has sent a woman out into another man's house, it's because now she's the head of the house as far as in the house. But he's the provider of making sure that everything's in the house is well taken care of. So when you say this is a thing that's been steering from woman, like she said, painkiller, she said it's not a hip hop here and hip hop there from one house to the next. That's only the generation today with the men that's doing that because they are lazy. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to pay a bill. They hate to provide support for their kids. So you know what? If I can find somebody who is desperate enough that needs a man in their life that's going to let me stay in their house, I'm going to do that. And once she catch me cheating, because they cheat a lot, so that's why they from house to house.
A lot of generalizing now, but you know.
Let it go. Go ahead.
So they finish and she get caught and they get caught from this house. If she gets mad with him, he got another house to lay at right now because that's what they do. So that's why you have these hobos from house to house to house to house, because really they don't be responsible for nothing they do.
Now they gonna pay a bill now, Jetta. They gonna pay a bill. Look, it might not be in their name.
Now, why you want the man to pay a bill when he only been there 3 weeks? You feel me? He about to be gone.
No, so that's what I said.
Can I get a prorate? Can I get a prorate on the water bill?
Hey, wait. So that you say that, the guys today, they feel like if a woman is, like I said, is so desperate, they don't have to pay bills. And you saying being good that they do, not the women, not some of the women today, because they're taking some of these men because they just so desperate to have a man in their life.
No, look, like you right, I do understand that. So everybody winning. Being good. Like, don't get me wrong, they got some motherfuckers getting over, but you paying something. You feel me?
So being good. This is
what you say.
This is for you.
What you say?
Everything she said, I want to hear from you on this one. Now, we talking about just everything Hatch has said and everything that Sugar Cookie just said, right? Number one, it was a time when men, they demanded women that they dealt with. They had, like he said, 17 kids. We should know from our own grandfather where you had 2 sets of children, 2 sets of this. These men had homes. This is a different type of thing, right? Where you had a man who took care of this home with his 8 kids and this home up the street with his
$200 went a lot further then, but I'm listening to you.
You didn't have women running to the other woman's house trying to be relevant.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. That was what.
That's my
Look. At the same time, they didn't have to do that because they was taking care of. But continue.
But the thing
continue.
about it. But the thing about it is,
No, this
okay,
for Goody.
there's
She said she
wives.
gonna hear
There's
Goody.
wives. Hold on. There's
Yeah,
wives and there's concubines.
This nigga.
This go back to biblical time. This ain't something that I'm saying. Every woman is
You're
not.
right.
Every woman is not fit to be somebody's wife. And a lot of times, hold on.
Make him a wife.
Listen, whatever the
Name
quality
on
that
that
the
paper.
man want, it's based on the man. Just like every man ain't meant or qualified to be somebody's husband or father. People are having a lot of casual relationships and getting involved with people that they don't even really fucking know and starting families and doing shit like that. That don't make a lot of
So you still going back to what Ben Good said as the definition, what a homosexual is about. So she's benefiting. Don't forget the sexual part of the word. She's benefiting by having a piece of man there. Whereas he's benefiting
In the roof.
by not being responsible because he just go from house to house to house and he ain't got to pay no bills. That's what he was saying from the beginning.
Everybody
Yeah.
wins.
Nobody there, Lil, but so what was your point about the two families? Where you was going with
What
that?
I was saying is it was a point where people knew their place. People knew their place, whether it was right or whether it was wrong. People
There
still
you
have
go.
a
They
certain
don't know their
point,
place no more.
their boundaries.
That's
Everybody
all I
is,
say.
like I said, it's an identity thing. Women think they men.
You're a
Men
concubine.
think they women.
Won't be
You
wife.
understand what I'm saying? You got men who think they're supposed to sit at home all day, and don't do nothing. They don't even want to watch the kids while
Y'all
they're
listening to these women?
I'm playing the game.
Y'all
Well,
listen
look,
to
I'm
these
gonna
women?
say, I'm
What he said?
gonna
What
say
Listen to
that
these women.
it do have a lot to do with the conditions that motherfuckers is living under right now. And for me, I always point out the programming. You know what I'm saying? Like what motherfuckers see they supposed to be doing and what's being accepted, and people start running with that and going with them roles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It pays the cost
We
to be
saw
the
you.
boss. It pays the cost to be the boss. My grandpa could come in the house and kick his fucking shoes off. My grandma could have just been mopped, but if he come in and kick them shoes off and do whatever he do, right?
And say,
He
bro,
got
but that's
he
the
got that
thing too, huh?
latitude. He got that latitude.
Bro,
Because
you always
But
going back.
see,
them
that kind
them
of
$400 went a lot
No,
further,
listen
bro.
to what I'm saying. I'm not saying about the $400. I'm saying
No,
about
that's what I'm saying. Like
I'm
to
saying
take care of them families, like
no.
the money went a lot further too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Niggas
Listen,
out here
change
can't
the
afford to
living.
take care of both of the
Yeah,
families.
that's
So
a
saying,
different time in history. Like
no, I
now,
got you.
women ain't really
Then I'ma
taking
put
that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you find a woman who clean the house and this and that, you come in that bitch with your shoes off, dirt and some shit, it's
Right.
gonna be some
That's
back talk.
not
Why?
what
Ham
Because she's
side
not
you.
staying at home. She working as well. You know what I'm saying? Just like you out putting 40 hours a week, she doing the same thing.
you ain't hearing what I'm
So,
you ain't hearing what
Ren,
I'm
I'm
saying.
voting for you for president.
I say it pays the cost to be the boss. When you paying 100% of the cost, you get the respect as the boss. We talking about how people not respected, especially people who going pillar to post. No, they're not respected because they just she said homosexuals. The girl's getting something out of it. Just like the guys are looking for weak women. Women are looking for weak ass fucking guys who they can use disposable and do what they want for them. And when they get tired of them, they can put them out.
So you
Okay,
say it's a match made in heaven.
the women.
No
I'm just
comment.
saying, that's just the way it is.
It's a match
I
made
want to
in
say
heaven.
something to what Painkiller said. She was talking about how the women, the side chick or whatever, act differently. I think back in the Gap, you had a mistress. Now you have a side chick.
Right.
They operate a little differently. The side chick coming to your house. Because think about it. Motherfucker used to have a mistress for 10, 20 years. The whole town could know about this mistress. She ain't never pop up at nobody's door.
That's
She
right.
ain't never called no phone. She ain't never sent no pictures like this is what's
At the
going on.
funeral.
That's
Not
They
right.
even
ain't
the
have
funeral.
camera
Yeah, she'll
phone.
come to the funeral, sit in the back, sobbing all that shit, and ease on out. You know what I'm saying? She not coming up to the wife
Understanding was
disrespecting
key
her.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga had understanding back
Ben,
then.
good. It's because men they knew their role. They was not about to disrespect this man's wife.
But that's what I'm saying. But to
And
me, that's what I call
y'all couldn't have the
understanding.
jobs the men
You
had
know
back
your
then.
place, and you know what this relationship is. So you're not gonna operate outside of these parameters because I've already told you this what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna play your part, and I'm gonna play my part. You know what I'm saying?
About the respect of the home, regardless if everybody plays a part. If you get married, what about the respect of the marriage? So you get married to cheat? You get
No,
married
that's not
to
what we that's
I mean,
not what
that
we
depends
talking
on
about. We just
being talking
she
about
was
that.
saying about having two families and why when you had two
Yeah, but
families in the past, it wasn't blowing out the water as much as it would be
I'm
now. It's
about
cheating
how
wrong
technically,
across the
Jetta.
board,
today,
right?
I'm
how
talking
about
about identity, Jetta. I'm talking about how the roles have been reversed from a man to a woman. Like me and you, we could be strong women, but don't think you're a man. You're not a man.
I
That's
understand.
strong women
I
shit, man.
understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is in society today, we don't have anybody that respects each other because the men want to be respected, the woman wants to be respected, but it takes a part in both of them to be respect each other. You say
Right.
our home, respect your home and don't go out there and cheat. Respect me to do what I need to do to provide for our family within the home. Just like you provide for our family outside the home, we are females that get out there and we get better jobs sometimes than men. But if a man will stand and be a man in his home, regardless of how much she make or how much he make, he's still gonna have that same respect.
No,
That's
I
true.
want to
I
say
don't agree
something
with that.
about the strong woman thing.
I
Not
don't
happening.
agree with that,
Like we
Jetta.
the only
Not happening.
community that embrace that, a strong woman.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I always hear the term a strong black woman. Never heard a strong white woman. Never heard a strong Asian woman. You know what I'm saying? So why is that? Why do black women take so much pride in being quote unquote strong? And I get it because y'all deal with a
I
lot.
can answer that.
It was
Because
fair
we
to him.
fight,
I would
It
like
was
one of
fair
the
to him.
women to
Well,
fight.
let's bounce that. Let's bounce that around the panel. We can start with Sugar Cookie since you're talking, and then we can swing it up and around.
Okay, we fight for that respect. The white women, they just pacify situations. Like they were grown up to be women that just did for their homes, like back in the days. Women as black women, y'all look at us as we're not saying all black men or people in general. We have came from slavery. Back then in the days when men took care of their women, they
Cats
took care
don't believe in slavery, Jetta.
Let her finish, Cave
of
man. Be
finish.
cool.
Because
Some
now
of that-
today is that we had to be strong to provide for everybody in the home and keep that man afloat and give him that support that he needs to say, look, you got this. We had to be strong for them. We had to be their backbone. As we grew older and life has grown on, we have to be that person that said, you know what? They didn't brought us through so much, and now they looking at us as we are shit now. Because a lot of guys, a lot of men will look at a black woman as shit. Like we have nothing to offer, like we never been to college or we haven't learned nothing in life. So they're gonna treat us as if such. I
No.
feel like
I
I
I I completely agree.
I
Women,
disagree.
hold on, no, listen. Women that don't have shit, I completely look at them like they ain't shit.
but you don't know,
But that ain't
but
all of them. Listen what I'm
what
saying.
but
It ain't
hold up.
all of them.
Let me
We
tell you
generalizing.
something.
We generalizing all of the whole conversation like we know everybody. We don't know everybody. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't know everybody, but when you look at a woman, you don't know what she has. She could be the poised looking thing, like she don't have it going on. She could be dressed down, but you
We
don't know what's in her background. You
I'm
don't know
talking
what
about
she's
myself.
carrying.
I'm
Even
talking
though
about myself.
you could just look at a person and you don't know if their mentality is up there altogether. You can
you
Just
think,
talk to them.
you can think,
you could be
Just talk to them.
wrong. You right because
you
Just
you
we
talk.
can think
prejudge and we
wrong.
You
make
could
You
be
mistakes.
can
wrong.
talk to a
You right.
person and they can
Like
make you seem
you
like they
could
know
be.
everything. And then when you ask them a certain question, they be dumb as the fuck, and you be like, what the hell? Let's
That's
keep
true.
it real. Because you can have a person that can have a serious conversation and be on your intellect and everything and be saying the right words. And then you come back and hold another totally different conversation. You be like, is this the same person I talked to yesterday?
I'm not basically talking about intellect. I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, what is their focus and what is their outlook on life. That's what I'm talking about. And there's
I
a lot
still
of
need
women,
to drink
a lot
today,
of women
though.
that
I
own
definitely don't
Lie
look
to
at
cause,
you,
women like
Cash.
that, black
cause
women
those
like that.
Yesterday.
Cash.
yeah, I'm about to
I can
say
lie to you all day and tell you what my outlook on life and be totally doing something else. I can feed you
It's not
whatever you
about what.
want
It's
to
no.
hear.
Listen.
I
You
can
can't.
feed you whatever you want to hear and do
Okay,
something totally
I
different.
I absolutely agree with you. But what I'm saying, mindset
Mm-hmm.
is not something that you can tell me. It's what I see. It's how I perceive you.
Why every
I'm, I'm,
time this man asks a question, y'all go so far off the topic?
I
I'm
was
gonna say
about to say,
this. I
Rent, bring it back
definitely
and reiterate the question so we could get Painkiller and Caveman
no. I just
comments
want to
on it.
respond to something Jetta said. I definitely don't look at black women like that because I'm surrounded by them. I got 7 aunts, a mom, a daughter. You know what I'm
That ain't
saying? And
everybody.
I don't look at them as less than or anything like that. I actually hold them in high esteem. You see what I'm saying? Like so and that go back to the men versus women. I think is a generalization that men look at women as less than, and I don't. Now
But
I am familiar with that mindset of men looking at women like, oh, she can't do this or
It's so
she shouldn't do
simple.
this or
It's
whatever.
not us.
But
That's not us. That's
But the
It's
them.
so simple.
but it's
question, but his
but
generalized
on
as if
question,
it is us.
but
but
his
on
question
that one, it's
was
kind of like, to
It ain't.
me, I think a lot of black men do look, not, if you don't want to quote it as they not shit, you still not necessarily looking at her and being in awe of her. You looking at other races and being in awe of them, because most niggas not, they trying to get the Kim Kardashian type broad. You see what I'm saying?
I
Or
wouldn't
the,
say that's most. I wouldn't say that's most.
well,
I wouldn't say that's
uh,
most. I would
pockets
say
of them.
I would say it's a popular thing, but I wouldn't say that's
That,
most.
but that's what I mean. That's what's being propagated on TV.
But
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
a lot of times that's
but
what a
ain't
motherfucker be
but ain't
looking
it
for.
obvious
but
back
they
in
ain't
the
have no
day,
children with them.
Grandpa? Well, hold up. Ain't it obvious though? Back in the day, Grandpa, he provided for the household, like the 2-family houses, the mistress. He was going to work providing. The woman couldn't get the jobs to bring home the bacon to be the provider, so they had to look to the man to provide. Nowadays, the woman could go get the money and provide for herself. So therefore, we got the
You
change
don't
in
have to be the
mentality.
number two, huh? I got
So
you.
we got the change in mentality. When grandma had to stay home, papa had to go make the money. I'm taking care of the house. You got to listen to him for the most part. I ain't saying it like that, but nowadays the woman, she gonna get the bag. She could buy her own stuff. So the mentality is almost like papa have it now. I can take care of everything. Listen to me. So society then swung it this way, and that's what we're living at right now.
Yeah, but see,
That's
I
that's,
think
that's
I
the
think
answer.
I
can
think
I
we.
touch on the question, if y'all don't mind?
Go
Just
ahead.
for a second, sir.
I'm gonna mute my
He
mic.
was talking about being why are we labeled as strong black women?
I just answered that because of the way y'all got
Boy, if you say anything about a job again, that had nothing to do with it.
providing. That's what making y'all strong, because y'all can provide when that's the man job. That's what make men strong.
We strong when we cleaning toilets as a housekeeper, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Look, let's keep it real. Number one, we didn't give ourselves that title.
Y'all
So
showed
why
us
you say?
said
We've been,
you said
y'all see, it's so
Let
disrespectful.
her finish, bro.
That's why we have to be strong, because at the end of the day, we never can get our voice heard. That was the whole purpose. We can't get our voice, even I don't care how gangster you are, how cool you are, how sexy you are, whatever you are to a man. When you open your mouth, the first thing they say when you are a African American woman, you understand, you are a strong black woman because you have an opinion. That's what it boiled down to. And what Ren was saying made so much sense when he said he held his grandmother and these women to high esteem because he saw their struggles and the things that they don't feel, because like Jetta said, they're doing these things, they're less. That's not the point. The point, Hatch, directly, the point is, it doesn't make you less, but we are women. So whether or not we are holding ourselves to do a job, caveman, or cleaning our kids or having babies, what defines us as strong is to endure the fact that we don't have a goddamn voice. We need to have a voice. That's why we always trying to scream out and say, hey, look at me. I got to compete with the white woman. I got to compete with the Asian woman. I got to compete. So like he said from the beginning, Ren said, I don't compete with a woman. Well, when when we are put to a point where we don't have to feel like we're being competitive, we go back to being general women. Women. That's the point. Then we won't need a rose.
Tell them, sister.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Okay, cool. Now, this whole women's suffrage shit, women's lib, feminism, and all of this did not come from our women. This came from white women. They didn't have no voice in America in their fucking house. We didn't have the same relationship. So over time, white women has recruited black women into the feminist movement, and now y'all saying the same shit they saying, but y'all not in the same situation.
Hatch, I thought you was very, very powerful with a lot of stuff that you have said in the past.
Well,
but let
you
me
thought wrong.
White women have always had a voice. White women have started wars, my baby. White women have started wars.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about white women.
They've always had a voice.
Listen to what I never had a voice.
Not bad.
They never had a voice in their home.
They had a voice when you was on a plantation, my nigga. They had a voice. They got a voice in the White House, my nigga. They always had a voice.
Listen. Don't think in this land, white women has always been the last on the totem pole, the very last. And let me tell you why. Because if Jim had Sarah working for him and Bonnie in the bed, remember, they didn't always have all of this, makeup and all of this shit and implants. And listen, it wasn't even a competition. Trust me. A lot of laws was passed to save the feelings of white women of how they felt with black women. In Louisiana, black women had to wrap their hair. They had to. It was a law to wrap your fucking hair because white men was aroused by your hair and it made white women feel a certain fucking way.
Because they always felt superior.
No, they did not feel superior. They said,
women must feed him ice cream every day because they sound crazy.
They said,
out, Ben, please.
They said they were superior.
Right. We on our last rebuttals. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all won't be lied to. You won't be lied to. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We're gonna let everybody do their closing statements. Go ahead, cuz.
So when you said the white women started the movement about the women empowerment and stuff like that, and black women joined on to strengthen their numbers, but did they not identify with that plight? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard. No. You can't speak for them, though. You can't tell a woman how she felt.
Hold on, let him get it out.
You can't say, "Oh, y'all don't deal with this. Y'all not feeling the way you saying you feel." And that go back to her saying she's not feeling like she's being heard because you're disregarding what she's saying.
Anybody saying? What I'm saying is we talking around in circles just because you come with some spirited word and some you're not talking about the facts. The facts are just like with this whole gay movement and this LGBT movement, how black women have got behind this and pushed this shit. Any movement in America that they want to move, they're gonna go to black women because black women are gonna fucking be out and they're gonna push the shit and they're gonna keep the shit and they're gonna campaign and involve.
They're gonna move the needle.
They're gonna
because they are fighters. We are fighters.
But what I'm saying is you left the fight. You left the civil rights fight. You left our fight to join other people's fight.
It's not that we join other people. You have certain people, and I'm gonna just join in on this one because I'm just listening to both sides and everybody what they have to say. Hatch, I feel like sometimes you just go beyond, and I really don't think you be understanding what the whole point is that people are trying to get across. You're saying that black women turn to white women to help their struggles or whatever they're going through. But what about the women back in the days, like you said, that they didn't have a voice? They never had a voice. Like the white women never had a voice, but they did. If they told the master that this black girl, they don't want it in a house, she wasn't in a house. If they told a lie on a guy that said rape them, knowing they didn't rape them, they took it and hung them. Don't say they didn't have a voice because they did. They very much had a voice.
I think he's speaking more to the collective.
But he is saying they had the verse like they was on the bottom of the toe, on the pole, but they wasn't, because whatever came out their mouth, whatever came out their mouth, them people believed. So they never was on the end of the toe. They never.
I agree with that.
White lies have caused black lives.
Listen, let me ask you this.
You could have said that a little softer, Jetta.
You can say it how you want, but
no, they gotta be female, feminine.
Let me talk. Because the facts are, what value did they provide? Our women had a value. Our men had a value. What value did they have?
It doesn't matter what
that is the whole point of it. Your value. That's why they didn't have a say, because they didn't have any value.
It was a lie, Hatch. Even though it was a lie what they told and what they did, they still was respected, and they people did what they did to help them. Far as you saying, we had a verse in our own community, because we would get out in a field, we would cut grass, we would pick cotton, we would go home, we would take care of the wounds of our sick, the people that got whooped in slavery, we would cook their food, we would soak their feet, we would wash their back, we would take care of the kids, we would even go in a slave man's house and take care of his family.
Amen.
Let them suck our titties. So we had to be strong. We had to be the person of the backbone. So don't never say that we jumped on a white woman's coattail, because we never did. What they did was they jumped on our coattail because they know we were strong women, even though even though they say men like Painkiller say that they put us in that position. Let me tell you why they put us in that position, because they know the struggles we had to go through to keep y'all from being the weak man on the toe. So don't even go there, because we had to be somebody. Y'all had to, just like they say somebody in a White House, they have to have a woman in the background. They had to have a woman in the back of slavery. We had to
get that to us in a softer voice, Jetta.
Our backbone, and now over the place.
To be softer than that, Jetta.
I love her passion. You heard?
That's the problem.
I say, bro, I love her passion. I love Painkiller passion as well as Hatchet. To a certain degree, it feels like that competitive environment, though, that I was kind of speaking to earlier. You know what I'm saying? We even competing for facts and, you know what I'm saying, who feel right. This one of them ones we gonna have to pick up in what we call extra rounds, them topics that we just didn't quite get and we won't keep expounding on. So
on this,
yeah, we definitely do. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. What we got over there, baby? That's that Beans and Buzz hat. Let me get you back up, baby. That's that Beans and Buzz.
Yeah, Beans and Buzz CBD infused coffee. We got 2 flavors. We got French roast and we got pralines and cream online. beansandbuzzcoffee.com. Follow us on Instagram. $40 a bag. Get you some.
Pralines and cream is good too. I done had it. The shit is nice. We about to get out the dope.
Do y'all have tea? Because I ain't no coffee drinker.
Yeah, we got tea. We got tea. We got cold brew as well.
All right, so hit him up, beansandbuzz.com.
On us next time, ladies. Just a little gentle.
I ain't gotta be gentle.
All that hollering.
Let them
slaves and it's whipping on the back.
let them come with that passion. You know what I'm saying? It's greatly appreciated. For Painkiller, Miss Sugar Cookie, Caveman 55, Hatchback of the ENT, Cuzzo Rent, aka Just Us, myself,
Just
Benjamin
Us, baby. To stop all the division. We don't need all that.
No, yeah, please, because it's a lot of, but we gonna work on that. You know what I'm saying? It's the Rounds Podcast, and I think we gonna get out the door. And let me find that there for my homie. You heard me?
One morning, I put it in a light. I give it, she take it, she love it. You know what I'm saying? A Fun Solution, fixing credit, baby. Let me tell you something. Get with it. Follow me. A Fun Solution. I'm my loyal people, so I trust it. You heard me? Who that?